Greetings to you all. I'm Andrei Kritikin from Empire City, and today I suggest we discuss a topic like the 2040 development project in Dubai. Many people talk about it, but few understand in simple terms what it actually is. It seems like something complex, like some project somewhere out there doing something, but Dubai has already had 6 such projects before. Dubai in general, well, if we dive into history with you for a bit, since 1960 it began active development, and back then Dubai was only 3 square kilometers and the population was 40,000 people. We can all see perfectly well now what Dubai has grown into, what it is, and it's one of the world's capitals, I would say. And if it does indeed become, yes, a world capital, then real estate prices here will also rise. But we're looking at it through the lens of investment, through the lens of how things are here and what the 2040 project means for you people considering real estate here. The 2040 project, the development plan, it's not about records this time, right? I mean, previous plans were about records. It was the Burj Khalifa, known to everyone. It was Palm Jumeirah, the man-made island that made waves worldwide. The new project isn't about records or any of those wow effects. It's more about the quality of life for those people who are actively arriving here now and who live here. I also project this onto myself, so I'll share my experience with you and we'll see how this 2040 plan will affect my life, specifically here as well. Well, let's start with the problems of Dubai. They exist just like in all countries. It's a young country, the United Arab Emirates. Dubai isn't an old city, it's a new city. Here there's no history in principle, right? If you want to go to a museum somewhere, well, there are only a few of them here, right? But mostly it's all modern, everything that's keeping pace with the times right now. Well, that's just how it turned out. So don't look for anything historical here, it's not here. But everything here is new and perfect. Well, to the problems. The problems here, well, regarding me, yes, first of all, it's naturally hot. I mean, few people have been here in the summer. Well, if you have been, then you'll understand me. The temperature reaches up to 50 degrees. Well, rarely, but mostly 43 to 45 degrees. But that's very hot for people who are used to living in a comfortable climate. In the 2040 project, there are points that will change this situation. What else? What about the problems? Well, naturally, there's little greenery. I mean, when you fly into Dubai, you still see more desert right now than any green meadows and mountains with trees. Unfortunately, that's not here either. But in the 2040 project, there are also points that we'll discuss now. In general, so you understand, the 2040 project is 300 pages of information. Naturally, I won't tell you everything, I won't cover everything, I won't touch on it all, I'll only tell you what's interesting to you. Well, the third main problem, naturally, is the transport problem, because the city of Dubai was built more for motorists. At that time, they couldn't have imagined that Dubai would grow into the kind of city it is today. Naturally, the roads and the rapidly growing population, which is the fourth problem, right? Because the population is growing very actively and transport collapses. If Dubai continues to grow as it is now, they will occur and the city will simply burst. And just for a second, so you understand, 4 million people live here now, but according to the 2040 project, 8 million people should live here by the year 2040. Think about it, another Dubai just like this one has to move here. Naturally, all the social, commercial, transport and logistical infrastructure must match this number of people who will arrive here in the near future. So there are solutions, and let's talk a bit about these solutions. Well, look, the first problem is the heat. How can it be solved? It would seem, right, it's a desert, it's the sea. And how could the climate change here? But in fact, Dubai is right now working extremely actively and energetically on this problem. That is, there are significant grants that pay millions of dollars to people who come up with new methods of fighting the climate. So just so you understand, in 2025 there were 300 flights, well, even more than 300 flights of a plane that seeds clouds so that there's shade here, so that there's rain here, and so that there's a replenishment of fresh water, which there isn't much of here either, as you understand. Therefore, in the 2040 project, there are several points regarding this. As for green areas, can you imagine this? They will increase the areas of public parks, recreational zones where you can relax, open squares, and artificial reservoirs by as much as 60%. By 60%, all of this could have been built up with real estate, skyscrapers sold, and a large amount of money could have been made. And investors would have come and bought it. But still, this project is a little bit about something else. And the comfort of people's lives will now come first. And do you know why? Well, I'll share with you why they are working specifically on comfort. Can you imagine? Dubai has the most favorable taxation in the world. And business owners from all over the world come here specifically because it's profitable for them to open their head offices here. It's profitable for them to live and work here. And accordingly, major company owners move their families and their employees here. Employees bring their families. And I ended up here in exactly the same way. Therefore, it's specifically for us, specifically on us, that this 2040 plan will be projected. Can you imagine the number of walking areas will be increased sixfold? I'll say it again, Dubai is a city for motorists. But pedestrians here also need to go places, to do things. Right now, for example, if you cross Sheikh Zayed, you'll find the next crossing kilometers away. So if you want to get to the other side, you just won't be able to do it. And these problems will also be solved, and new paths will be created, air-conditioned, with greenery. And you'll be able to ride a bike there or walk, which in summer is basically very problematic now. And this is it's in the 2040 project. They'll solve this issue. As for transport logistics, naturally this point is a priority. A large number of interchanges are being built now to ease the traffic. Right now, so you understand, we have three centers, let's call them monopolizers. That's Bur and Deira, that's Burj Khalifa with its downtown and business bay nearby. This is our, business center, let's call it that. And the tourist center is Palm Jumeirah, Dubai Marina, and JBR. That's our tourist center, and there are only 3 of them now. 2 more centers are being added. A new center is our Expo 2020. This is a place where billions of dollars were invested. Then grand events took place there, exhibitions, and accordingly the metro is already there. And around this place, the Dubai South District will be formed with Al Maktoum Airport, which already exists, but it will develop and be the world's largest hub. More on that a bit later. Also, the Silicon Oasis district is developing. It's the area behind Business Bay and Burj Khalifa where many specialists will live. They'll have their office cluster, free zones with the IT sector, and many offices are already opening there, and residential locations are being built, and universities too. 27 are already built, more will be, and education here is also in good shape. Accordingly, these new districts, roads are being built to them, they're being widened, interchanges made, connections between these 5 monopolizers, and accordingly there will be walking routes between them too. The logistical idea is, and this is one of the main goals and vectors of the 2040 project, to provide 20-minute walking access to all social and commercial infrastructure solutions like shops, kindergartens, schools, clinics. Everything within 20 minutes and on foot. Imagine, not by car, not by metro, but specifically on foot. You won't need to, like I do now, for example. If I need to go for clothes, I drive an hour to the next district just to buy clothes. For example, if I need to buy meat, I have to drive across the whole city to Deira, for instance, to the market to buy meat there. Well, accordingly, all of this will be possible to do in the near future. Great? Great. Project 2040, just like that. And Project 2040 isn't just about the roads. The metro will also change here. Accordingly, to provide all 5 of these centers with transport accessibility, the metro, which is currently in the Guinness World Records as the longest driverless metro, will add more than 200 metro stations. Different lines of different colors will be added, and accordingly the goal is that within 800 meters of your place of residence, there should be a metro station, and you can easily get there on foot and go wherever you want. Currently, just so you understand, only 18% use public transport, but they want 60% of the population to use it. And this will also significantly relieve the city's transport component. Not everyone will go, for example, on some business in their own car when there is an opportunity to go by metro and it is accessible. Logical. And a very important point regarding Al Maktoum Airport. It already exists, it's already working. This airport is located in the Dubai South area. Currently, the DXB airport that we have, its capacity is 90 million passengers per year. That's a huge number of people. But the new Al Maktoum airport will carry 250 million people per year. Think about that figure. It's many times larger than it is now. And naturally, it's not just a passenger airport, it's a logistics airport. Because Dubai is very advantageously located. If you look at the map, it's the link between Europe, Africa, and Asia. 80% of the planet's population is located within a 4-hour flight. And it's a very advantageous location to hold any kind of meetings here, whether they are business meetings or informal gatherings, sell products, and send them all over the world. So logistically, Dubai is very well placed, and Al Maktoum Airport, the largest in the world, logically belongs here. So that's how it is. Well, that's the most important thing that, in my opinion, you should understand and see in Project 2040. Because I'll say it again, it's 300 pages and there's a lot of interesting stuff here. For example, there's information about the Hatta Nature Reserve, which is located in our mountains. There will be a lot of work done to increase visits to this reserve. And let me tell you a little bit about the beaches. The beach line will increase fourfold. Currently, it's only 25 kilometers. They'll increase it by as much as 4 times. And this is very important because right now, well, this is a pain point for the people who live here. Currently, the beaches mostly belong to hotels. Mainly, hotels have access to the beaches. Accordingly, 4 times more is a lot. So what do we have now? There's JBR, Kite Beach and Dubai Islands. They'll add 23 kilometers of beach. That's great. So people will use this infrastructure, including myself. But if we summarize everything I've just said and apply it to ourselves, then the 2040 project, naturally, if you live here, it's great. And I suggest you look into it and read it yourself in more detail, because there are many small details that, well, that will suit many people and they'll really like it. If you're an investor planning to invest in real estate here, this is truly a roadmap for you. You understand how the city is developing, in what direction it's going, the development vectors. And here's just a tip for you. Pay attention to the centers that are forming. It's already a success to invest in the real estate located there. If I've been helpful to you, if you've heard something important for yourself, subscribe to our channel. There will be a lot of interesting things on it. I'm Andrei Krutikin, a specialized real estate broker. See you next time.